Oh, really?
Yeah, it won't start without the key fob. Unless you know your security code, then you put it on your blinkers. It's 97777 here.
With the blinker?
You go 7 this way.
Oh.
This way.
Oh, okay. Wow, the key fob dying. That's crazy. Alright, so we are on an Indian Springfield that we're going to take out this time. And let's see what we have here. Blue, Sapphire, and Star Silver, which is this one. This is $22,099. The Steel Gray is $22,099, Burgundy Metallic. The Thunder Black is $20,999. It's funny how the black would be the cheapest. Indian Motorcycle Red, $21,449 buckaroonies. So this one we're going to have a windshield. We have our gauge in front of us here. As you probably can see, I have the GoPro there, so maybe it'll give us a little bit of a kind of a different view. It has a nice sound to her. Do have a fuel gauge, lets you know how much fuel you got in there, but then you also have a digital fuel gauge. Wow, a little weighty there off center, huh? Not bad up in the middle, but off center she would be a little bit weighty. So you do get low beam, high beam, you have passing lamps, which, as I wonder how you turn those on. Yeah, I guess it's the little switch there is off, and I guess that would be on. I don't have a reflection to see. It hazards, it's just cool. A lot of metal on this bike, which is nice. A lot of metal in places. That big old engine head there on that 111. It's about 1:30 now, and out having a little fun test riding a few bikes, getting a little feel for them. No fan, we got ABS, cruise control. Oh, this has cruise control. Oh, okay, I didn't even notice that, but okay, we do have it. Cruise control, genuine leather 2-up seat, quick release hard saddlebags, remote locks, quick release windshield. That is one thing I thought that was so cool with this thing, was those remote locking saddlebags. You just press this button right here, it's locked, unlocked. That's so cool. Oh, your legs are high up there, huh? Legs are high up, and your feet is like, wow, this is different. Wow, you really have to, these floorboards are high. It's something to get used to. All right, yeah, so bars are kind of on the low side, which some people may like, maybe some people won't, but I kind of like it. I can't really say or tell you that I don't like it. I think it's not bad with the bars being a little down on the low end here, but you know, this is just at a standstill. Gotta get moving. I'm getting a little hot. We got a blocker in place, and we can take off now. And we're off. Wow, what a solid clunk. So we are behind the windshield, which some people like it, some people don't. I guess it all depends on what your flavor is. Not everybody has the same flavor pretty much. But you're behind the windshield. I'm actually looking through the windshield and not over it, which is not a bad thing. I usually prefer to look over a windshield, but that's my own personal preference. Motor is smooth, really just smooth and nice. Can't really complain at all. Once again, probably one of the main accessories that a person might like to have on his bike would be a backrest. At least that I would think. Really nice sightseeing bike. I've always wanted to ride to Springfield because, you know, this is one of those bikes that's supposed to be like that main competitor to the Harley Road King, and I've never ridden the Road King, and that's another beautiful bike also. Out here at Indian in Wayne, New Jersey, getting a few demo rides in. Just trying to have a good time. I said, man, this is a smooth bike. You know, I kind of almost feel like I would cruise on this thing for a good while. Just give me a backrest, and I would be good to cruise on this sucker. I'm just trying to look and see where it is that they're turning. Oh, they're not. Okay. This windshield does a really nice job of deflecting the wind, and you don't have lowers, but the windshield seems to go down a good amount, so you don't have you're not getting too much buffeting or anything of the sort. The guy in front of me seems like he's probably new to motorcycles, so not really pushing him or anything, but just kind of taking it easy, just ride. And I feel this is a nice bike. I really do like the paint work on it. I mean, it's not exuberant, it's not crazy, but it is a nice paint job. I like the blue, but I don't know how I feel about the silver mixed in. The black one is a really nice color, and I'll probably remember, I'll grab a photo of it when I get back. Now in the gauge cluster, you do have your tach, which tells you what your RPMs are, and I'm 5th gear right now. It says, oh, that's mileage. Okay. Miles. Okay, RPM right now, 5th gear, 2300. Not bad. I didn't even realize I was in 5th gear. It's kind of lugging a little bit. I guess it kind of prefers to go a little faster if you're in, you know, depending on what gear you're in. And we do have crash bars on here, so you can put your feet up, or you can put your feet on them and get some breeze up your legs, which is one of my favorite things to do on my my V-Star. Just throw my feet up on those highway bars, crash bars, whatever it is you decide to call them. Here. Ooh. Look to the right, brother. I'm gonna have to tell him, make sure he looks to the right. Hey, you new?
Yeah.
When you look right, you'll go right, all right? Use a rear brake so that you can come to a stop and be smoother. Go ahead, brother. Yeah, I just had to just give him a little friendly advice. Hopefully he doesn't mind. But I don't want to see somebody get hurt. You know, that's my main thing. Never want to see, especially as a new rider, I'll never want to see a new rider get hurt. And I feel it's always better to give a person some friendly advice, whether they want to hear it or not, because it could save their life one day. I saw he was kind of going towards that little rock bush, and I was like, oh shit, my heart started to sink, you know. You do hear a little bit of gear whine. Let's give it a little full throttle. Wow, sounds nice. Yeah, she does sound nice, man. A little bit of full throttle. Those pipes sound really good. I don't know if they're stock, but man, they sound good. Now at this price point, you know, 20,000, man, that's a lot of money. And it's not even with a fairing, you know, sorry, not 20,000, 22,000, you know, that's a lot of money. But I don't think it's bad at all. Not at all. But it's just a matter of if you want to spend the money, man. If this is gonna be the last bike you buy, or if you really like, I would have to really like this bike to invest that much money. That's just my thing. I'd have to really like it. Like, I'd have to find one that really stands out to me for me to spend that much. Then I could foresee doing that. But as it is right now, with this one in particular, ooh, wow, it doesn't really bite me. Wrong choice of words. It doesn't really suit me all that great. But it's a nice motorcycle. But man, it's expensive. But if you really love it, money aside, then you'll be happy. But you have to really freaking love it for you to spend that kind of money on it. I mean, literally, seriously, you really have to freaking love it. So, but it's got a really nice feel to it. It's like, you know, just a little bit of weaving and the few corners that we took. It's really nice. The seat is, you're gonna want a better seat. I can say that. I don't know how it's gonna feel after a few more miles, you know, but I know you're gonna want another seat eventually. I mean, I'd have to do a ride for, like, you know, a couple hundred miles. That's the only way you're really gonna get a
an idea for, you know, what you're working with in regards to the seat, and if you like it and all that good stuff. So I mean, balance wise, all these bikes they feel like they're balanced very well, and they feel like enjoyable motorcycles, as NC Stoney would say. His motorcycle. I always get a laugh when he says that. Motorcycle. Yeah. So I hope he didn't mind me giving him that little bit of advice, you know. I'll shoot a word to him afterwards and say, hey man, hope you didn't mind. I just saw you kind of heading for that little rock zone there, and I never want to see another brother get hurt, to be honest with you.
So I want to test ride the Chieftain, and then I think I might book it because the wife wants to do something, so I'm gonna book it and head home, and that way we can kind of, you know, we'll hang out and, you know, we'll do that. Oh, so it's all this. So this is it. It's hard to tell. I guess if it's green, it's on. If it's red, it's off. So it changes colors. That's for the passing lamps. I was wondering where the adjustments were for that, but that's cool. It's a really nice bike, though. You know, I'm not sure how I feel about the paint job, though. I would have to see a different paint job, something more along the lines for me. Idles at 800 RPMs. Kind of similar to what they've been saying about that new Milwaukee 8. They idle about that, 800, 900 RPMs, whatever the case may be. I was like, what the hell? It seems like just naturally they all have a really nice and loud sounding exhaust. You do have to blip the throttle a little bit more for that slow speed. Like you have to just blip it a little bit. Give it a little bit of a blip, a blipping, a blip, 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 blip. Look through it, brother. Look through it. There you go. I'm looking like way through the trees, but I have to kind of keep an eye on him because he's going a little slower than everybody else. Matter of fact, let me back up off him a little bit. I don't want him to feel like I'm all up on him, so let me give him a little space so he'll feel a little more relaxed, and then we go to another gear. Yeah, so, man, I tell you, man, it's a smooth ride, man. Smooth. Just need some highway pegs on here, and you should be golden. Say hello to golden. It'd be against the law to have a cruiser without highway pegs. I really do like this windshield. I mean, being a person that's so used to having a bike with a fairing, this whole windshield thing is actually pretty nice. I must say so myself. Tell you, it's nice. I'm actually happy to get the speeds up a little bit because I can get a little breeze on a brother. So I got to change the batteries in both my cameras, and I'll take the Chieftain out next. Oof. You get up to like 4,000 RPMs, man, it feels like this whole thing is just gonna rattle apart. Oh, it was like so much vibration, and it's only 4,000. Wow, there was so much vibration. Like, all in my nuts, everything. Everywhere. Everywhere. And we're making a right up here. Going up the shitty road. I call it shitty road because there's like a big old crack along the middle. This is kind of weird, but...
Look right, look right, look right. Yeah. So with your seated position with this bike, you're kind of your legs are a little bit high, and your knees are a little high. Actually, I should say, don't go in that rut. Your knees are a little high, mainly because of the high floorboards. Like the floorboards are a little on the higher side, so you know. Your legs and everything, they end up being a little on the high side. I mean, it's not a bad thing. It's not a deal breaker or anything.